Okay, so this is almost done. We implemented the game logic for chess in the previous videos, and now we are going to implement the end of the game. So to do so, I'm going to maybe accept creating a specific board from a string, because it will simplify testing these things out. So for example, let's call it create from string, and then let's use a string, and then into array supports a string, I guess. It supports this overload should do that is, we have the string, and then we have the character x and the y, and we can use this character to return a number. Why is this? This is the default. Okay, so I think this method should allow us to get every character for the string and then do something. So let's use, for example, let's create a test, and let's create a test with this. We are going to do the opposite that in the test. We are going to do the opposite of the string. Here we should update the tests. Create empty with movement with cell. Then, well, actually, with cell and something like this, I guess. Create empty. Let's try those tests, and they are not. We should update it to string, because now instead of the array we should use this. This is our interface for getting. Okay, so the thing is that this toString test from string. If I try to create a chessboard, if I try to get the default toString, and then I do the opposite, that is create from string default toString, these two should be idempotent, I guess it's called. Okay, so create from a string. So now we are going to do the opposite from here. Let's use case, and let's associate by it key and upper keys and lower keys. Uppercase star. So now we are going to use this, the upper keys, to get the value of this board. So we are going to use chess piece kind upper keys and try to get a chart, and upper kind and lower kind. So if we get the upper kind, the upper is uppercase is blacks and lowercase is whites. So upper kind, if when upper kind is not known, then let's use chess cell piece, and then use the upper kind, and the chess player is going to be black, white for lower kind, and otherwise we have an empty cell, and also we need to get the value for these cells. So now let's rerun the test, and the test is working properly. Why why do I want to do this? Because testing is easier on one side, because instead of having to use the with cells, we can actually provide boards in this format that is more visual, and then check some things. So, and the other thing is, here I want to provide a view property, a method here, set almost win board. This method should be available in the debugger here, and this code is being executed when I press this button. So the thing is, here I'm going to create a new word from a string. That is going to be easier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So here I'm going to put a king here, and 2 queens of the other player here, so we can validate, see what happens when we trigger a specific scenario. Almost finished, because win or lose depends on which. Also, we are going to set here the current player. Let's move some things to the here, and here it's going to move blacks, and we will also have to update the representation. So we will need to move this outside, and then we will need to move other things outside. So for example, this board container should be here. All these, the same for the text. And we will need blacks species container should be available already here, and we will need the text, that is this, blacks and whites. So here we have blacks and whites. The background is not required to be exposed, but definitely we will need to redraw the board. Also, let's call this in the redraw, and let's remove this container because it's going to be always the same. We are redrawing here, create container. Yeah. So after setting the board, we are going to trigger a redraw. Or maybe not, because maybe, well, actually, yeah, we change this first and then this. We don't need to redraw. So something like this. Now let's try the set almost finished board. Here we are. Now blacks moves. Black. So here, this is this scenario. So let's make the white to start. Set scenario. This set scenario is going to be to current player and the board. So we are setting in the right order because we have to set first the player. We are going to set this scenario. So this scenario is whites playing in this board. And here we are also going to set a scenario that is the opposite current player with this movement, with a board with this movement applied. So now we are going to make white start. Okay, so this is already here. So white are playing, and this is a checkmate because there are no left movements available. The other thing is we shouldn't be able to actually eat or remove the black the black king. I guess it shouldn't be possible. So it shouldn't. So I think we should verify that as a rule. Let's also, for now, let's set this scenario in the beginning. so it's easier. So yeah, we have to verify here as a rule that the new movement, the new position shouldn't be a king. Shouldn't be a king. Because we shouldn't be able to eat that piece, I guess. And now this is not working. Eat the new position. It's not a king. We shouldn't be able to move here. Why? Why is this? Because we already checked that this is we are getting an exception or something. Chess. So with movement, yeah, this is not the king. So I will implement that later in another video. See you in the next video.